What is up, guys? Delboy here. So Chris Eubank Jr. defeats Mcdonagh by a third round corner retirement. Weird fight, weird finish. The fight itself, Chris Eubank Jr., he's been working in the Mayweather gym, and to be quite honest, it looked like he was just trying to try out some new things in the ring against a lower level opponent. He was using his jab a lot more. He was trying to draw the lead of Mcdonagh and counter. It's actually in the first round. That's how he got the first round knockdown, where Mcdonagh kind of overextends and Chris Eubank Jr., he catches him with a nice counter sweeping left hook, kind of catches Mcdonagh on the top of the head. It scrambled the senses, and Mcdonagh went down rather theatrically. Whether he was actually hurt or not, I don't know, but it's a decent little counter shot from Eubank, and he was trying things like that all night. He was trying to box more, to his credit, and he was using his jab. He was just trying to pick his shots, a lot less of the big combinations, a lot less of a reckless sort of approach. He was trying to box a lot more in this fight, and he was the guy in charge. He never really got out of first gear, and like I say, to me, it just looked like a sparring session in there. And Eubank Jr. was always in control. There were times when, I've got to be honest, again from distance, Eubank looked a little bit sloppy. Although Eubank was using his jab a lot more, he was still getting caught by the silly odd jab by Mcdonagh. And again, from range, Eubank doesn't look that comfortable. But at least he was trying to work on it in this fight. Hopefully, he can have another camp and work on that more, so his boxing from range is better. But he was still getting caught with some silly southpaw jabs. But Eubank was always in control. And at the end of round 3, Mcdonagh, he calls it quits, apparently with a shoulder injury. I've got to be honest, after seeing that first round knockdown and how theatrical it looked, I mean, I do doubt whether JJ was actually hurt or not, I've got to be honest. And Eubank Jr., he looked pissed after the fight. After a fight, a lot of time you'll hear a fighter say, "Oh, I went the distance, or I went several rounds because I wanted those rounds." When people say that, most of the time I actually disbelieve them. But I've got to say, in this instance, it genuinely looked like Eubank Jr. was just trying new things. He wanted to have a few rounds of playing around, just trying different things out. And, at the end of the fight, like I said, Eubank Jr. looked rather annoyed. He looked pissed. And, he said as much in the interview. He felt the injury wasn't genuine from Mcdonagh. And I've got to be honest, I agree with him. But it is what it is. Eubank Jr. gets back to winning ways. Where does he go from here? He's saying he wants a big fight at the end of the year. The name that's being mentioned is James DeGale. I would still watch that fight. I think the build-up would be good. Both of those guys have a bit of bad blood. I think stylistically, it'd be a decent fight. And I've got to say, if that fight did happen, I would favour Eubank Jr. I think Eubank Jr. is too busy for James DeGale. And I also think James DeGale, to me, he's past his best. And he's taken a lot of beatings. And I just don't think he has enough to really compete at the world level anymore. That's just my opinion. But, yeah, Eubank Jr. gets his comeback win. Because of the early ending and how it ended, we didn't really see too much of what Eubank has been working on, but ultimately he got the win, and that's the main thing. What did you guys think of this fight? What did you think of the ending? Did you think that the injury was genuine, or do you think Mcdonagh just wanted a way out? He was making a lot of excuses in the post-fight interview. To me, it looked like he wanted a way out, but what do you guys think? Peace.